No.
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to In the Green Zoom. Thank you for joining us this week. Ryan Singer's getting his mic adjusted
sorry about that. Did I make a ruckus?
No, I just love the process. I just love getting that right in that sweet spot.
You got to get in the sweet spot.
We got a guest on this week's show. We're really lucky to have him. One of my favorite comedians, a great friend, a great friend to all comedians. Welcome, Greg Edwards, to the Green Zoom, everybody.
Hey, oh man, that made me feel all nice and sweet.
You're one of the people, Greg, I genuinely miss. I gotta say.
Oh man, thank you, Paul.
Hey,
a lot of
no, I'm the one comic who doesn't like Greg. What if?
Look at that! Look at that Fritzy face.
I love Greg. So
Fritzy.
Everyone's like, we're so happy Greg is going to be on the show.
I love comedians, man. Like we're a different breed, man, and I love us. We're fucking weirdos. That's great.
It's nice to finally be in a group of people that it's like your whole life you've been in weird groups where you're this kind of a weirdo. You're saying stuff and everyone's like, what? That's not my experience at all. And you're like, you did it? No one's noticing this? All right, you kind of feel crazy. And then when you finally find your comedian people,
yeah,
so
they
nice.
Never appreciated all the elaborate props I built in high school.
Or the different ways to take your balls out and pretend it's something different.
Look at this gum that stuck to my pants.
Yeah, the gum. I like to say the gum was caught between the couch pillows. That's why it had hair on it.
Oh.
Well, guys,
your
see, what's it like now? I'm in a group of comedians and I'm being treated as the weirdo. So that's what we just talked about.
It's because you're a normal person.
Gareth, you showed up without a beard and it jolted everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I apologize. It'll come back.
At
least thank God that Fairbanks here is.
Yeah, it's holding on pretty well.
He's actually shaving it off right now.
Yeah, the old-fashioned way with nature.
Oh,
yeah,
look at
okay.
Maggie Maye.
Hey, Mag.
Hey, Maggie.
Hello.
Hey, Maggie. Let's all individually say.
Brian.
I said, hey.
I'm withholding my hi to Maggie until she's on audio.
I'm waiting till everybody says hi, and then I'll be like, hi, gang.
Maggie.
I've been hanging out with people that golf and skateboarders during this whole thing, and I'll say something that I think is funny, and they're all shocked. I've offended them so many times.
You'd think the golfers and the skateboarders would be bumping heads, but you're the person that can go between both these groups.
Yeah. It's a crossover sport. A lot of people don't know. It's a solo thing. You're only competing with yourself.
Chris, do you ever do an ollie into the hole on the course? Does that ever happen to you?
I haven't. They haven't. I have.
That'd be wild for those worlds to. All right, guys, I'm logging off. Thanks for having
me. When you come back, you better have that beard.
Love it. Where you play at, Chris?
I thought that golf was expensive. And
I always did too, growing up.
You can get a city golf. It's like a $25 membership. And then it comes with an app with so you have like navigation on each course, tells you how far to hit. And after, I'm going to have a free game tomorrow because of this app. But I found I spent more money on Uber and Lyft before golf.
Well, there's a par 3 course in Burbank that's $5 play all day.
Yeah,
you
know what?
Play.
That's too long.
Working out, and then the most I spend is at Rancho by Fox, and that's $35. That is like the steep one. Even in Montana, I remember it being $50. It's cheap here.
Yeah, I remember I grew up in our little town, like the only golf course was like in the country club. So you literally had to be rich to play golf.
Yeah.
There wasn't any public golf.
School.
And those type of people are there, country club people.
Our leader.
All the country clubs are full of country club people.
Well, they don't tell you this, but you can sneak onto courses. You can sneak, like me and my buddies, when we were kids, we would hitchhike to the course. and we would.
Can you imagine these people seeing a hitchhiker?
Yeah, I'm sure you blended in.
I like that you're like, they don't tell you.
Getting out of the trunk of a car. All right, thank you.
Yeah. You just take your lunch out of your kerchief on a stick, and you have lunch right there on the course. No one said
Stick is actually the club.
Yeah.
That's where I did all my teenage drinking, on golf courses at night.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
That's a
Triggs
sexy
at
sentence.
Rhode Island College. Triggs was a big drinking spot.
Wait, Brian, you hitchhiked with all your golf clubs?
Oh yeah, like when you're a kid, nobody, they're just like, oh, there's a kid trying to get to the course. Let's, he's a future tour player. Let's get him to the dream, and then you can get about 3 or 4 holes in before the ranger would catch you and throw you off the course. So throughout the course of the day, we could piece together about a 9 holes total between a couple different country clubs.
A stressful 9 holes of just looking over your shoulder.
It was the story is white privilege.
The town I grew up in.
Golf and knowing you could get away with it.
Yeah, the ranger. You kids taking picnic baskets?
Rumford, Rhode Island, the town I grew up in. It's like 2 big golf courses. One-a-Moisset, that's where all the Protestants went. And, that One-a-Moisset was the Catholics, and Agawam Hunt was the Protestants. And actually, when I was a lifeguard, I started lifeguard at Agawam Hunt, and I told Megan Mahoney's dad, and he goes, in all earnestness, he goes, "You wouldn't actually jump in the water and save one of those Protestants, would you?"
You know what the difference in those golf courses clubs were? And the Protestant one, when they washed the ball, they would put it all the way under, and in the Catholic one, they would just sprinkle water on top.
That's right. The security guard at One-a-Moisset, he would be drinking during most of the day, and then when he did his rounds at night, like kids would be out there drinking. There was at least once I heard the story from people who were there that he fired warning shots in the air. He was drunk and armed.
Jesus.
Wow.
Hey, was Megan Mahoney hot? That's a hot name.
Oh, beautiful. Still.
There he is.
Yeah, I believe it.
Still
I believe
beautiful.
it. It's a hot name.
Still
Double
talk about
M?
Megan
Megan Mahoney? Oh,
Yeah, you write that on a million Trapper
oh
Keepers.
man. I'm circling that
absolutely.
all in the yearbook. Just a circle.
Stunning. She's absolutely beautiful. Yeah. You nailed
That's
it.
good logic
I
now.
believe it.
Double M's are always hot.
Always.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is sound logic.
Megan McCabe, say no more.
Yeah.
Y'all heard me not come up with that by myself.
Maggie Maye, I see you, girl.
And this whole idea was floated by Matt McCarthy. You guys work for Big M.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, I feel like I'm being played right now. I feel like this is too much.
I'm ready to
Blow you
take.
guys'
I'm
mind,
ready to take
but-
money from the Big M. So.
Oh, wow.
What is going on?
This
That's the
week's
big
sponsor.
Oh
Okay,
shit!
This episode was
How did
sponsored by
you-
M&M's.
You just happen to have that.
I just happened to have it. It's been my vitamins this last year.
I heard an old man tell a joke like that once. He was like, I saw my doctor. He said I needs to be eating more yellows and reds. So I got the peanut M&Ms.
What's up, Sara?
And
How you
killed
doing?
that man.
That's right.
I'm
I
chilling,
wanna-
Paul. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Thank you. Rocking and rolling. We got Greg Edwards on the show this week.
Hello, Greg.
Oh,
Edwards.
Sara, how you
Okay.
doing?
I'm good. I really love your art, Greg.
Oh, thank you. Oh, stop it. Being all
Yeah.
sweet.
You're so
I like your
funny. And then
background.
you started making art, and I was like, Greg is also like makes really good art, and it's like
Yeah.
really like cool and like woke and stuff. Damn. Fuck.
Yeah, we got a couple
Shit.
for the house, and I sent my sister the Jimi Hendrix one because she's a huge Jimmy head, and she loved it.
Oh man.
They're
Will
really,
you
really
plug
good.
your?
I
Where do we
appreciate
see
it.
your
Yeah.
art? People are in
Greg-
the chat. They want to know.
You can go to GregEdwardsArt.com or just go to my Instagram, Greg Comedy. Yeah,
Greg,
just
so
fuck
what?
around.
Tell us
Your
about
Instagram
your
is
big
Greg
project that
Comedy?
you worked on.
Yeah. Nobody had it. That's my fucking website too, Greg.
Awesome.
Oh man.
GregComedy.com. No other Greg had Greg Comedy.
You know what sucks is someone has GregBarris.com. I don't have anything.
Yeah. Greg Edwards, he has that too. He's really
He bought all the Gregs.
I'm taking over all the Gregs. I got Greg.org. Greg
You guys want to talk about Big M? Now we got Big Greg. Big Greg.
I'm taking over.
I'm gonna look up on
Barris.tv.
GoDaddy right now. GregArt.com. See if I can scoop that up.
Greg, all right. You gonna buy it up real quick?
Get it.
I'll buy it up for Greg, of course.
I love doing that. I love going on GoDaddy and just typing in weird shit.
Greg
Seeing
I
if it's for sale.
remember my friend and I had a full-on 5 email exchange back and forth with the woman who owned hairnet.net. And she was
Great.
and we were trying to make an offer, and she was like, how serious is this? And then by the third email, she was like, have good lives, take care.
GregArt.com is available
Uh-oh.
for $6,000 a year.
Not anymore.
An eighth of a Bitcoin. A sliver of Bitcoin.
Oh, it's back, baby.
I just want one. Just give me one Bitcoin. That's
How
all.
much for one Bitcoin?
Let me get one Bitcoin. Chris, why you do that? You should do
All right, how much for 0.0005 of a Bitcoin?
Oh my God. And then he buys 1 million.
Yeah.
That's a great commercial, though. We should send him that.
Yeah.
Let me get one Bitcoin. Oh, man. The kids would be like, what is this from?
I know.
Oh, man, yeah, I'm
Old
sorry.
people would be like,
What
yeah.
is TV?
Yeah, right. True.
Greg, I wanted you to talk about your the Red Line project that you're doing.
Okay. Yeah, I did. Well, it started out like a couple of years ago. I saw these. Well, I read Ta-Nehisi's essay about reparations. It's a great essay. I just love this dude. He just writes so beautifully. He writes like a comic, actually, man. He he kind of talks shit with his words, but they're just so big you don't realize he's talking shit, but he is. So I read his essay, and then I just started looking at these redlining maps, and they're just they're beautiful. They're just kind of gorgeous. They're old school, and I just sat on them for a while trying to figure out what to do with them, So you know how comedy is. Sometimes you just want to do something different, so you don't think about jokes all the time and trying to get ahead, and just realize it's just have fun anyway. But I figured out I'll just put like a famous black person from that area of the town of where they're from, and just put it together and just fuck with the image a little bit. And I did a bunch of them, and people liked them, and it started like a cool conversation. And did some art shows, and it's been real fun, man. It's just been fun just doing art and having some dope conversations about redlining and fair.
Yeah, it's so cool because it's something that is sort of, I think, people are only more recently aware of as a historic practice in how cities were developed, and putting the people that are from those cities over the map. It really does. I feel like it connects you to what the message of it is. Totally. And that's so cool. Is it hard? Has it been hard ever to decide which person from which town you would put over the picture? Like if you're doing Oakland, do you go Too Short or MC Hammer?
Oh man, hey, I haven't done Hammer. That's a good one.
Geez, Hammer was dropping knowledge on Twitter.
I know. I saw that.
It was great.
Him and Mr. T was. Mr. T was dropping some dimes as well. I haven't done Hammer. Thank you. I'm gonna do Hammer. I put Too Short up there, of course. I actually got an order for Too Short today.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. Which is did. But yeah, I'll put any man. If somebody hits me up, Ramon Rivas hit me up. He was like, "Yo, can you do Toni Morrison? She's from my hometown." And
Nice.
I did Tony. And,
So you won't do anyone. I can't get a Larry Bird one, right?
Awesome.
I fuck with Larry Bird, man. I love LB. He's a wild boy.
He's crazy.
I like Larry.
So you will do anyone?
I'll do a poster of Larry Bird by himself. He deserves his own. What is he from? Flick?
Yeah, I just realized he's not from Boston. He grew up in a cornfield in Indiana.
Fleck, Indiana or something. Yeah, I love
French Lick.
French
French
Lick.
Yes.
Just sounds like a place where you get your ass beat.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Are you doing these?
Give you a licking.
Are you buying the map and then drawing these over them, or are you doing these on the computer and then popping them on?
All digital. All digital.
Hell yeah.
All
It's
digital.
inside the computer, Greg. It's
I don't know.
inside.
Inside.
My minions. I got my minions working inside.
They look beautiful.
Yeah.
I love my Ali
Yeah,
one
cool.
for Louisville. Being from
Thank you,
Kentucky, it's like we don't have a lot of people to be proud of. But I was like, I want Ali.
Did you have it behind you, one of these green zooms? I'm trying to remember who had a red line.
We haven't framed it yet, and I don't want to just tack it to the wall because we were moving and shit. We were like, let's just wait.
Yeah, Greg,
Yeah.
is there a notable podcast that I would have been watching video of where they have it in the background? I'm trying to remember where I saw one.
It's
Well,
definitely
they're
up in a
out
lot
there.
of
I knew
comedians'
about it.
houses.
Yeah. Chris Red had one. Chris Red from SNL.
Yeah,
And when
yeah.
everybody was
Oh, cool.
doing, and they shot it in there. I thought that was pretty
Oh,
cool.
nice.
But it's been fun, man.
Ooh.
It's been real nice, and just having like a cool conversation about everything. It's been
Yeah, it really, once you, because, being a white boy, I didn't grow up knowing about that shit.
I didn't either.
And then once you learn about it, you're like, oh, this kind of explains how every city seems to work that I go
Yeah, you're like,
to.
oh,
Yeah.
oh,
That's where the money goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time I saw the original, like, for Eagle Rock's a neighborhood in Los Angeles, that when they were creating it, it was a white enclave, and they were advertising it as a for whites community. And I was like, this is in the newspaper. When newspapers existed, they were writing stuff like this. Like, they just never tell you. You don't ever realize how bad it is.
Oh yeah.
Well,
They don't
I
tell you
read
you can
I read
sneak
something
onto a
recently-
golf course, and they don't tell you about this red line stuff.
Equal problems.
I saw something on Twitter recently, and I don't know if it was true, but it feels true. And you guys can tell me if you think it's true. It's not a conspiracy. Well,
MC
maybe it is a
Hammer said it,
conspiracy
it's true.
theory.
Yeah.
It's MC Hammer did say it, and it's that when they teach about civil rights, the American civil rights movement in history, they put pictures of like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and like Angela Davis in black and white.
Yes.
To make it seem like it was longer ago than it was, because those pictures are in color. We did have color film in the 60s.
Yeah.
And like, because I saw some color versions and I was like, wow, in textbooks at least, you don't see pictures of Martin Luther King in color.
Yeah.
I actually have like a Life magazine from the MLK assassination issue, and there's a lot of pictures in there, but
And in Kentucky, you don't
to
see
make it
any
seem older.
pictures of Malcolm X.
Yeah, well,
If you're in Kentucky,
You do
you
not.
watch a movie about Malcolm X, they do like the Twin Towers in a movie after 9/11, and they kind of scrub it out of it.
Yeah, for the Spike Lee version of Malcolm X that went to Kentucky, it was John Goodman. I was like, what is this?
To be fair, he was fantastic.
He was
To
great.
be fair.
He was
it's
fantastic.
incredible.
And if
Greg,
you
you're
look,
so
they
lucky.
look similar.
Oh, y'all
Greg,
saw, go ahead. I'm sorry, Paul.
I was gonna say you're so lucky because you have another talent. I'm very jealous of you all that have other talents. Chris is also a great artist and has this other talent, which is, also very frustrating to me as a very, very super novice artist. I feel like to have a second thing to enjoy doing during this pandemic it's like the luckiest. I don't know if it's a lucky or it's, you're putting your time, you're spending your time well, that's for sure.
But I saw you playing that guitar. We did a show together recently.
Oh, here we
You
go.
brought out your guitar, man.
Whip it out.
No,
Whip it out.
You were jamming, Danke. You were jamming, man.
I did. I feel like that was really hated. That was a unanimously hated bit, and I'm glad I did it because I love, egging on my fellow comedians with hateful behavior. But no one's paying money to see me play guitar. I'll tell you that much.
I don't know, man. You could do a whole Kurt Cobain thing,
I think I'm at the
Don't
place
do that.
in my.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't.
Not a whole Kurt Cobain thing.
How are
Don't
you
do
spelling
all.
whole?
From
How are you
Seattle.
spelling
Danke's
whole?
from Seattle, right?
I,
Go like
I
7,
I
8.
spent a lot of times up there. This is something we do on this show, Greg. I ask people a question. This is regarding, because you got this other thing to do to entertain yourself. You're probably going less crazy than I I feel like I'm losing my mind. And the question for this week is, what is going to push you to the edge? You don't have to go first, Greg. I'm going to pass this around to everybody. I can already tell you what's going to push me to the edge because it's already creeped up a couple times on the show, and it's this goddamn cricket in my garage fucking with all my shows. And nothing turns me into more of a Donald Duck character than a cricket or a squirrel. And it's dangerous.
It's
how
true,
far
Greg.
I'm taking
he
this.
does. Paul will just completely derail the show and just disappear trying to hunt this cricket.
What is a Donald Duck character? Like you just wear a shirt, but you're pantsless and you run around.
You're trying to find a cricket. Yeah, exactly.
The huge mallet that's like 10
A duck
times his
searching for a
size.
cricket.
Isn't that his mating call though? When they make the noise?
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah.
That's the mating call.
Oh, so
they can
Paul
fuck on
hates
their own time.
A bunch of crickets are about to fuck in your house, man. That's fucking crazy.
Or are fucking.
Or are, yeah,
wish they
currently
would.
fucking. That's why they're quiet. They don't need to call for each other. They're in.
Yeah, or are
They're
in the middle
done.
of fucking.
They're done. Yeah, they're smoking.
Yeah, maybe blame yourself for the ambiance you've created.
Yeah.
They like that red color.
Yeah, you
It is
created
pretty
a
sexy in
cricket
here.
fuck
There's no
haven.
doubt about it.
Chirp, chirp.
I'm just
That's
envisioning
true.
like the tiniest of all glory holes. For a tiny cricket. You've got like a spot where all the crickets show up, and there's that one cricket.
Just a line of crickets out front.
Why is it to be a tiny glory hole? It's probably a regular insect-sized glory hole.
They put
Okay,
their
it could
whole
be-
thorax through, or
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. You got to put your thorax into it.
Yes.
You on the other side, how many legs do you have?
I used to
love
work at an A&P, and the manager would sometimes call me Cricket Crotch. I don't know. I
Because it
guess
was
he was trying to say
noisy?
I had a
Did you
small
wear a
dick
lot
or
of like
something.
corduroy
cricket
pants?
No.
crotch.
No, like he's like, come on, Cricket Crotch, let's go.
Just because it's alliteration? Is that the only reason?
Yeah,
It's
it's like the
alliterative. I assumed it was because like he was saying my penis was as small as a
But
cricket,
it's
but
like
it could also be
but it's like a
because
weirdly clean way of saying
Yeah.
you have a small dick.
right. But it
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
could imply that it's like my sexual organ is so boring that there's just crickets down there all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where
Oh,
I thought he
yeah.
was going with it.
Yeah. All of your dick's jokes fall flat to an audience. That's what I did. Every time I did Meltdown, there's a cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
And
Oh,
you only
absolutely.
hear it after a joke doesn't do well. If it's
Yeah.
food specific.
And
Never
then
heard
they
it.
would laugh at the cricket.
So I looked into it. I called the city, and they tore down that building.
There we go. You gotta ask.
Is the building gone finally?
Yeah,
Sorry,
gas
guys.
levels.
That's how you get rid of a cricket, Danke.
The only way. You got to tear down the building.
Okay. Okay, I'm sold. I'm ready. All right, Sara June, what is going to
Yes.
push you over the edge?
I am about to break. I am one step closer to the edge. What's gonna push me to the edge? It's gonna be people asking me for things at work. I don't want them to do that anymore. I would like it if I could go to work and everyone would leave me alone. That's what's gonna push me over the edge. If one more person asks me to do one more thing,
Does that include answer a question on a podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
tough
that's
one.
all.
Just being asked to do something. Wow.
I
Your
can't-
edge.
can't do anymore. No, I'm done.
Or
I'm
the
done
chicks.
doing things for people.
I respect
The
it. Sara.
chicks, the chicks are good. They're keeping me back. They're holding
Okay.
me back from the edge. I have some baby chicks.
Oh, how many?
Oh, I didn't know
She manages
Yeah.
the artist formerly known as the Dixie Chicks.
That's what I was gonna say. Are they just
Yeah,
hanging out?
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
the
the chicks.
original cancel
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah, how many chicks do you have, Sara? Oh, wait. Oh,
Hey.
no. Don't.
Oh.
Damn it.
Can I still guess? Can I still guess?
Yes, you can.
Brian,
Ah,
Brian can
somewhere
still
between
guess.
7 and 9. I'm feeling it.
You
I'm
guys so
vibing.
good.
All
Yeah,
right.
they're great. They're getting big. They're a week old.
You're so
That's
cute.
adorable.
When do you stop calling them chicks? When are they chickens?
Um,
Well, look, I don't know what they call it.
they're
Not confident in that.
pullets for they're pullets for like I think like a year, and I mean they're chickens now.
Whoa.
Like
They were chickens as soon as they were conceived. Okay.
All right, let's
Oh,
not
thank
do
you,
this
Matt.
again.
Wait.
Do this again.
Guys.
I mean,
Old eggs to me.
that's right. They're old eggs.
All right, Gareth Reynolds, what is going to push you over the edge?
Well, Paul, I have a cat named Jose who is able to kick my door open at any time into my bedroom. I don't know what the deal is, but it's never going to be fixed, and that's just the deal. He Kramers into my room whenever he wants, and he has this. He's not into me napping, and the amount of times that I've been woken up with like a crazy bellowing meow, like a meow, like where I'm like, oh fuck. And it's adding up because it's sleep, and it'll be like when I'm really in a good sleep, I'll wake up and he'll just be next to me, like meowing into my ear, and I'll be honest, I've already killed 3 people because of it.
What?
The cat.
That's what I.
But the
I
cat
love my
lives.
dog, but
Cat's
I feel
fine.
the same
Cat, I love the
way.
cat.
So let me ask you this. You say your cat kicks the door open? Because I'm imagining like Patrick Swayze from Roadhouse.
That's what I want you to picture. I'm not going to do anything to take that image. Yeah, sometimes he has a pistol. I'm like, how did he even?
You have to trying to push a fake bear on top of him.
Oh my
That was
God.
a different guy.
Your
But
sleep
my
is
other
Brad
question:
Wesley.
you don't sleep in the bed with your cat? Do people not do that?
I do, but he'll like go eat and it's fucking nuts. Like he will at 6:30, he will be like, "What's up?" And he sleeps in the bed, but then I don't know, something happens to him. But then also during naps, the worst is literally the door, like I'm in bed, I don't see anything. I just see the door open like a ghoul's entering. And then I see a tail like a shark fin. Like near my bed, and I'm like, fuck it, he smells blood. He knows I'm in here.
Oh my
how
God,
many
that's the
naps are you
first time
taking?
I've heard someone use ghoul in a sentence, like for real, in a long time, and I loved it.
And to answer the question, a lot of naps. I like a nap.
Yeah.
I did. I
His
don't
cat
anymore.
keeps waking him up.
Yeah. I've for some reason I've gone off naps. I don't know what it is. I don't find them as refreshing anymore.
What's the cat's name, Gareth?
Jose.
Jose. That's a
Yeah.
good cat name.
Yeah, that is.
Jose the cat.
Yeah.
Cats do their own thing, man. You know, they're kind of,
That's why I like cats. But
Yeah.
that's also one of the most downside moments is why I'm like, he's just has gotten real comfortable being like, come on.
Like, you're not in charge. You're not in charge.
I'm not in charge.
nah.
I know I'm not. But
The
it's
cat's
true.
running shit.
He is aloof.
It turns out, like when you get a cat to trust you, and they start telling you about like all the stuff they want and need, you're like, I kind of wish this cat didn't like me, didn't feel so comfortable with me. You know, like they just turn out to have a lot of stuff that they need you to take care of, and you're like, my cat goes in and out constantly, and I don't have anything to do but let her in and out. And we have a cat.
Is your cat losing your mind with the chicks?
No, they're outside. They don't live in the house.
Okay, sorry.
They poop as much as they want, whenever, wherever.
Nice.
They're meant to be pooping constantly.
One day I hope that for all of us.
I know when people say, "What is heaven?"
Yeah, and we call ourselves free.
Right. That's the free range when you're really just dropping them as they lie. That's good times.
As you're walking.
Beautiful. Yeah.
It's beautiful. When I see horses do that, I'm like, look at you, superior creatures.
Yeah.
They don't even think about it.
You know what it is? It's the lack of shame, or at least it's the you've passed feeling shame.
Your ass to God's ears,
Yeah.
Dogs feel shame though. You ever see a dog shitting in public? That dog is like,
That's humans' fault, because humans will look at them and give like a bad face, like ugh.
Okay,
like,
no, but some dogs know that pooping is bad. Like they don't know why, but they know that it's
because
bad
they pooped
they've been yelled
inside.
at for pooping. Yes,
Exactly.
and they've been yelled at. But now, whenever they poop, even when it's outside, they look at you the whole time.
That's called PTSD and trauma.
I don't like it.
Or they're sick little scat freaks and they just want to make eye contact.
That's right.
You, eyes here.
Especially when they're like looking back.
I own
Watch
you,
it. Watch
fuckface.
me.
Yeah. That's my food from yesterday, you asshole.
I don't have to watch you shit, do I?
Like a big animal, like a big game animal, like a giraffe or a rhino or an elephant, where they can be eating and releasing at the same time.
That's luxury.
That true?
That is luxury.
Yeah.
That's like beyond human. That's like when you become an ascended Buddhist master.
Yeah. Or a human, a one-man human centipede, basically.
I don't need to be that efficient. That's not for me.
You ever seen a hippo, like a real life hippo?
Yeah.
Sexy creature.
I'm friends with the hippo on Instagram.
They're all plump. They're plump at every point.
Dangerous.
And dangerous. Yeah. People think they all cuddly.
Man,
the motherfuckers will kill you.
Dude,
danger is sexy.
Faster than you know.
They're
fast, too. They're
and
fast
sexy.
and fast. Yeah.
Hell of a
They can
thick ass teeth.
Sexy.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a second. Greg,
Yeah.
do you think they're sexy or are you afraid of them or both?
All of the above. All of the above.
All right.
They all
Did
feed
this
into
start
each
with
other.
Fantasia? Is this a Fantasia thing for you?
No, I think I just remember the first time as an adult I saw like a dangerous hippo, and I saw how dangerous she was, and I saw how fast she was, and she had some nice hips.
They don't call it a hippo for nothing.
Yeah, strong woman.
I love a strong woman.
I'm looking for a powerful.
She's charging through some shit.
Yeah.
If you don't want to fuck a hippo, you're not a feminist.
Hey, I agree with that.
Yeah,
A strong, powerful woman who can make eye contact while she's eating and taking a dump. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
I'm looking for a strong woman who can eat a whole watermelon in one bite.
There's a hippo at the Cincinnati Zoo that I'm friends with online, and her name is Fiona. Yeah, Fiona the hippo. Check her out.
I gotta check her out.
I've got my
She's a child, Greg.
I'm sorry.
Not in hippo years.
How old is Fiona? Fifi. Can I call her Fifi?
People call her Fifi, Greg.
I can call her Fifi. All right. What's her Instagram?
Fiona the hippo.
What's her IG?
It's Fiona Comedy.
Right.
Hippos telling jokes would be wild. I miss mushrooms. I miss mushrooms. God.
You need mushrooms?
God. Haven't done it in a while.
Yeah, there's only really one way to fully explore that idea, and it's not on your own. Your brain's not going to take it.
I mean, she's the main attraction at the Cincinnati Zoo. I'll tell you that much.
That's great.
Yeah, I've been to Cincinnati.
Well, my old roommate used to
Marquis
work with Fiona at the zoo, Cincinnati Zoo.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So we got to connect.
We got a definite connect. We definitely have a connect.
Yeah.
Let me put my resume in real quick.
So you're saying you have a man on the inside, and we can possibly break this hippo free? Is that what?
Yeah. Well,
I'll vouch for you.
My old roommate, his partner worked there.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man, not safe for work.
Boom. Oh, boom.
Look at her.
And I mean, they obviously no longer live here at my place, but yeah, total connect. I mean, we're talking backstage pass to go.
Really? I was once
hang out with Fiona.
backstage at the Cincinnati Zoo, but this was
What is
pre-Fiona.
stage? What do you mean backstage?
Oh,
Like,
it's like
stage?
SNL back there. You got to see it. It's nuts.
Yeah, Lorne Michaels takes you around.
The zoo director took me on a private
Is that what he
zoo
does all day?
tour.
The zoo
Yeah, you can go
director took you on
behind
a
the scenes.
private
You get to
tour.
go. You get to go behind the scenes on these
Like the Willy Wonka of the Cincinnati Zoo.
I fed an elephant
Amazing.
jelly beans. I pet an aardvark like it was a dog. It was like shaking
Oh,
its leg
nice.
like a dog.
Just
I
like
got
nature.
to hold a tarantula. I mean, I got the works.
Wow.
Oh, you living, Greg?
Yeah, dude. Congratulations. Greg.
All these thirst traps.
I used to be Wolverine. Do we talk about that? I mean, look, let's not spend too much time on this. I used to be Wolverine for Marvel Comics Appearance Company, and we did a show at the Cincinnati Zoo when I was like 18 and got a really cool behind-the-scenes tour.
When you say you used to be Wolverine,
And
is
I
there a
mean it.
picture that we can reference?
Yeah, we just have to believe this.
There's
Oh, no,
absolutely photographic evidence.
Oh,
One of those hippos. Let's see.
We'll
this.
have to pull those up. I want to hear everyone else's.
This is
I'm
me.
worried about everybody. Let's see it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I was expecting more of a modern Logan
That's
look
what you
for some reason.
Change your handle to Greg Wolverine.
Taken by Greg Edwards.
I'm sorry. I just took
man.
everything.
Wow, you really all swap.
I'll give you Greg, Jean Grey, though. You have that.
You give it to me because you have it.
I do have it.
All right, Matt McCarthy, tell us what is going to push you to the edge.
Well, I want to see a picture of Greg, like on the bed, like the Wolverine meme where he's touching the picture of Jean Grey, but then he's looking at the picture of himself as Wolverine.
Oh, I have that picture.
I think the chat can make that.
Or
happen.
Fifi, the hippo.
Yes. Every permutation of that picture involving Greg as Wolverine, if we can make that happen. I'm also on the cat train. We have 2 new kittens in the house, and they're a delight.
Oh man.
They are a delight, but I got a lot of wires under the desk, and it's just like, guys, Pickles, Puffy, I love you, but you need to go somewhere else right now. It's a collector's nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Brand new kittens. A lot of VHS tapes get knocked over. A lot of I needed them anyway, but I really pulled the trigger on some more bookshelves from IKEA because I'm like, I can't have anything on the ground anymore. I got a bag and board, a lot more magazines. It's all my fault.
Why did you get 2 cats? How did 2 cats at once
2.
happen?
Why 2?
2 is
They
so
play
many more than 1,
together.
actually.
Yes. It's kind of the mentality I'll hear sometimes from people who have 2 kids. They're like, well, they can play with each other.
Yeah, right. And you're like, what about your wires?
But they do they nap together, they play together. It's a riot. But I got outvoted. This was very
There it
much
is.
this was a cat house. It was already a dog house, and we have a wonderful Scottish Terrier named Gilda, and that was my main concern. Was
Sure.
I was like this dog's like, she's coming up on 11, and I'm like, and she's that she was bred to chase small things, but
Right.
our friend Leanne, who fosters the kittens, she was like, here's how you do it to introduce them. And Glennis did some Googling on her own. And, I can't believe it. They're coexisting.
Dog is cool with the cats then?
I mean, she knows that she's not supposed to go after them, but
Right.
and she's very much, it's one of these things where it's obvious that she wants to play with them, but that's not in the cards, and
They have different love languages.
Yes.
So true.
And they have definitely, Gilda's been on top of the couch looking out the window, and Puffy has gone up. Puffy's the boy. He's much more adventurous. Pickles doesn't give a fuck. She sits on the heater, and if you pick her up, she's just like, meow. But she's the best. Puffy goes up and he starts batting at Gilda's tail, and she does nothing. She just kind of moved her tail, and then he kept going after it, and then she just got up and walked to a different cushion. So she's a good girl.
Yeah, that's control.
But
That's a
yeah, I
good
mean,
girl.
it's just
That's
they're
a
gonna
good
start.
girl.
Yeah, they're gonna start chewing boxes of comic books and shit, and I just picked up the new. This is from 1995, but it's new to me. The Psychotronic Video Guide. It's like, I need to keep these things safe. It very well may be the brand new Psychotronic Video Guide.
Yeah.
It looks,
Yeah.
It's new to me.
Wow. I mean, I can't imagine kittens and all the things you have. That is quite a.
Yeah, that's insane.
I know. It's I got.
You need
I got
a sitcom theme song, is what you need.
I got the one and only, starring Henry Winkler as Gorgeous George, directed by Rob Reiner. You know, I got to keep these things safe.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Great sentence.
There's literally nothing kittens would love more than just getting their hands on VHS tape and
Yeah.
just
Especially ones with
spinning
Henry.
it.
I was telling the wrestling kids today, I have Santo in The Treasures of Dracula, but I actually just managed to track down, apparently there was an adult version that has boobs in it called El Vampiro y El Sexo.
Ooh. Can you
So I gotta
translate that for me?
I don't speak.
The King's
what is that,
Speech.
Quechua?
The best. So I got to keep this stuff safe.
Yep.
You have to keep it safe. You need to get like just a big UV, like just everything needs to be coated in UV protecting spray.
Right. I'm also
Think
worried
about it.
about like getting to the point where I don't know I smell like cat piss.
Oh, you don't,
Oh.
man. When I moved out of my last place, my landlord being like, well, we had to spray because of the smell. I was like, I'm sorry? He was like, well, because of the smell? I was like, I'm not familiar with I lived in there quite comfortably, my friend. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing is like our
Like
lease.
cigarettes.
Yeah, the lease in the house
Wait,
was
what?
like, you know, no cats are allowed.
Yeah.
And I was
Roll
like,
the dice, baby.
Well,
yeah, I was like, well, what are they gonna?
Kittens
I
aren't
didn't
cats.
think about that. That if we move out at some point, they're gonna be
Is
like,
there a
well,
way to have a cat without the smells problem?
Yeah, it just can't
Not-
be alive.
yeah.
But then
There
if
you
it's
go.
dead, it probably smells.
Or just like all hard surfaces. If you don't have any carpets, it's pretty easy to get out of stuff.
Or train him to use
Just
the
like
toilet.
yeah, or train him to use the toilet. I tried to train my cat to use the toilet, and I almost got there.
I was
But
almost there too.
What
she
happened?
She could not. Well, the method is like you put the litter box, like, you know, assuming the cat knows how to use the litter box already. Put the litter box in the bathroom. Like day by day, you move it closer and closer to the toilet. Then finally, you put like a bowl filled with litter inside the toilet bowl. So they're like squatting over the toilet bowl, and then you take away like less and less litter every day.
Rings.
And
You
they
basically
get
take
so
these
they're like
rings
used
out.
to use it. Yeah. Or you just use I just use like I got a plastic bowl. It just like took out the litter every day, and then finally you take the bowl away, and that was where my cat was like, no,
Same.
no,
Yeah.
I don't poop in this. That's for drinking.
I mean, that's a fair point.
She is right. She's
We
right.
shouldn't
So,
be pooping into this fresh, clean water. It is insane.
Yeah,
No, I think honestly,
I
that
couldn't
is
argue.
true.
Yeah,
That's the
I-
cat's point.
The
my
world
old
is running
roommate-
out of water.
That makes
A
so
third
much
of the
sense, though.
population doesn't have water.
I thought when my cat didn't know how to use a litter box, I found him under my car, and then eventually he was in the house. But over time, I thought that my roommates were passive aggressively putting his, because occasionally the cat would go in the house, like if I was gone and there wasn't anyone there to open the door. So the cat's shit was ending up in my toilet, and I thought it was passive aggressive roommates. It took me multiple years before I realized the cat was shitting in the toilet.
Wow.
And at that point,
That's
knew how to
amazing.
do that already.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Wasn't
I
no
have
one
some cats will just do it because they
What?
see, like, some cats will pick up on it if they see people do
No.
Oh yeah.
Or
it. It
That
depends
used
on
to
the
stare
cat.
at me, and it
Or
made me
someone-
nervous.
And I'm a dirty dog, so I like to look a cat right in the eye when I shit.
Yeah. It's full life.
or someone took the
That's my
time
PTSD.
to
Wow.
train the cat to use the toilet. Somebody like broke themselves doing it, and then the cat was like, "Oh, I get it. See ya," and then fucking ran off.
Right to my house. Yeah.
Right.
And then that cat could train. If other cats saw that cat doing it, other cats would just do it.
My
Not
cat
necessarily. It just depends on the cat.
You're talking about cat school.
cat culture.
Yeah.
That's their whole thing.
Yeah, cats
Matt-
aren't really into helping other cats.
Cats are known as benefactors.
No.
Yeah.
Maggie May, what is gonna push you over the edge?
Well, I have misophonia, so like little sounds annoy the living shit out of me, like ticking clocks. I can't I don't want to be in a room with a ticking clock ever. A big one for me is like gum chewing and popping.
Oh yeah.
And one of these days, someone is going to be smacking their gum, and
they're not going to know it's your last day that you broke over.
Huh?
They're just not going to know that that's the day that you went over the edge.
Yeah.
And then they're going to chew.
This is a really helpful note for me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
I chew gum like a goddamn animal. Like,
Same.
And you carry a ticking clock in your pocket because you're against
yeah. And I'm a big Flavor Flav fan. I carry a giant working clock. Yeah, around it.
So weird. Like I looked it up, and like people will give their accounts of it, and they're like, "Yeah, like I want to push someone into traffic when I hear that," and I'm like, I mean. Yes, but no.
Once you start saying that out loud, then it starts becoming a plan.
Yeah. But all the sounds of traffic too. Be like, I hate being here.
I was just afraid you brought it up because this fucking cricket started squeaking again, and it was driving you crazy. And
I'm gonna jump in the screen.
I was gonna log off for the rest of the show.
Oh,
Gareth, you're riling them up, Gareth.
I like that. It took me.
Fuck my friends. Fuck.
It took me the fourth time of you doing it. Like, what is Gareth doing?
He's jacking off two crickets.
Gareth is so smart.
Oh, Chris Fairbanks, what's gonna push you over the edge?
Honestly, I feel like I need to get a cat. Just because I talk to myself and I just have plants and I live alone. And I've almost gotten a cat so many times. Same thing though, I'm not supposed to have them here. But I gotta see if they
what are they gonna do?
I'll hook you up with my friend Leanne.
What are they gonna do?
I'm already into, now I'm nervous because that's too close. Once I meet, I know I'll accept any cat Leanne has.
What about a lizard?
Ooh, fish.
Yeah.
Turtle.
Yeah, they don't.
Landlords hate fish even more than cats because when a fish tank goes down, that creates way more damage.
It's true.
I got in trouble for getting a fish
That's
tank
an
once.
extinction event inside of a
giant parrot squawking all the time.
Neighbors
Only
love
100 years of life, best friend for the rest of your days.
it. Now you got to procreate.
Yeah, maybe a turtle. Maybe a turtle. I'd get a turtle.
Well,
Turtles are cool.
Turtles are dope.
Yeah,
turtles. The turtle water can become
Turtles have
stank.
salmonella.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Turtles are like chickens. They're covered in some bacteria all the time. That's
Sara's
bad
just
for
trying
us,
to push
but
a chick on you.
Yeah, maybe
She's
I'll
just slowly greasing the chick wheels.
maybe I'll just stay here alone and see how this plays out.
I wouldn't do that.
You say, see how this plagues out? Boom.
That was
She
good.
can't have a dog either.
Yeah,
No
I'm
dogs?
not supposed to have anything, but dogs are more obvious. A cat I could keep a secret, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
Ooh,
you can
totally.
you can do the LA loophole and just say emotional support animal. Like you literally can get that from
not
anyone.
in LA.
Yeah, just a little red vest.
Well, I didn't hear about it anywhere else in the normal world until but like
That wasn't big in Kentucky.
no, you just got to do what you wanted in your house because you lived there and you had a gun.
Who's gonna tell you no?
That's right. If we outlaw cats, only outlaws will have cats.
Exactly. Which is adorable, little outlaw kitty.
Yeah. Taking the cat on a bloodhound hunt, like smelling his shirt. Come on, kitty. How'd that feel, kitties?
Taking a cat, a cat burglar? Sorry.
James Fritz, what's gonna push you over the edge?
Well, the high pitched sound from next door is still happening. Nadia and I are both so afraid of conflict as people in a new
The sound is so funny to me. It's like, remember when, wasn't there like a thing like a couple of years ago where people were like, the boom sound, parts of America are hearing a sound.
Oh, the Taos hum.
Look,
The Taos hum.
this is real, okay? And I think we've figured out it's the heat on their building because it's worse when it's cooler out. We thought maybe it was done. It comes back at the worst times, but now we're dog sitting this dog Zabi, who we also love, who snores. And I mean this literally like my father, which is loud and scary. Like, you know, that death snore, like where it's just like, oh, did she stop breathing? Because she's having a lot of trouble.
It's because it's the most like inbred dog breed that there is.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't make the dog, all right?
Type of dog. I love a
Is
French.
it a pug?
She's very funny.
Yeah, what kind of dog is
last night I was laying awake in bed. Nadia was asleep. The high-pitched squeal was going. And the deep bass of the dog snore was going at the same time. I felt insane, and then I looked at my phone, and fucking my crypto was crashing. That's what's gonna do me in. I can't handle this. I was not meant to have money or take risk with it.
What's like a Kentucky phrase for like you don't have the nuts for crypto?
The sack.
You don't. That's it, sack.
I don't know. They don't talk about crypto there. Well, they mine
like
it.
you
They
don't have
mine
to,
it
like-
because it's miner country.
What are you talking about? Superman's dog?
We just mine the Bitcoin. We don't get to spend it.
Hey, by the way, we ain't finding a lot of Bitcoin down here. What does it look like again? Just a bunch of numbers?
My daddy had Bitcoin loans. He didn't make it. He didn't get to spend it.
Canary's fine, but we're lost.
Well, I'm proud to be a coin miner's daughter.
Crypto.
It's all going to be in my Justified reboot. The last line's going to be we mine bit together.
You
Just
ain't-
two
you ain't have
nerds.
the sack to mine that bit.
But it's rebounded nice today, and also me and my friend Alan Strickland Williams just started a podcast about it because we don't understand. We thought it'd be fun for two idiots who don't know what they're doing to talk about getting into it.
Two future millionaire idiots.
Well, Alan went to Cornell, so maybe him, but probably not me. But
There's a wrestler on NXT. They changed his gimmick. This guy, his name used to be Trevor Lee. What do they call him now? Cameron Grimes. His gimmick now is that he got rich on GameStop.
no,
Hell yeah.
that's unbelievable.
So now he shows up in a Lambo and he's strutting around with his money and he's just like, it's so funny.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great.
Well, there's
gimmick.
going to be a Bitcoin guy then. We got to.
Oh,
That's,
right?
how creative I am. The new wrestler, Bitcoin guy.
Oh man. You know what? This is a great. I'm not going to do it. Greg Edwards. What is going to push you over the edge?
Podcast is called Fake Money. So.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good name.
That's good, yeah.
Is it going to be comedians horning in on your segment to promote their other podcast?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Greg's going to be our
Most of
first and
that
last
podcast
guest.
Actually, is that kind of a segment.
What you got? Ethereum? What's it called? Ethereum? Ethereum.
Yeah.
That one.
Dude,
That's
I
my
like
number two.
Erythium. That sounds like fucking Lord of the Rings shit right there.
Ethereum.
Oh.
What's going on? Man, it's this okay. My neighborhood got a lot of dogs, right? And I go running in the morning and I've become cool with all the dogs. Finally. I run by them, they don't try to fuck with me no more. They see me, it's all love. But it's this hood dog in my neighborhood that's free. And all the other dogs hate that he's free. And he knows the dogs hate that he's free. So he goes to their gates at like 3 a.m. and just like talk shit to the dogs, right? And so I'll be up at like 1:30 watching Mad Men, because I'm in the Mad Men right now. and I just hear the dogs going crazy, and it's this hood dog that's just mangy, dirty. Don't look like he's bathed in like 3 years, right? Last weekend, I saw him fucking another dog in front of the dogs.
Wow.
He's bringing dates by.
No, they had to pay extra for that.
This dog is wild. So I'm like, I'm just tired of this dog. So I mean, he riles the dogs up late at night, and it just wakes me and my girl up, and like I gotta go out there and like, chase after him and stuff. But he knows what he's doing, and it's funny, but it's like, come on, man, stop. Stop fucking with these dogs.
He's just living his best life during quarantine.
But also,
like being an asshole, being like, "Hey,
that's what he's doing.
Free. Can't have sex in your yard, huh?" They're like, "This fucking guy is this guy for real?"
And he's doing it like these big pit bulls that's like locked up, and like he's just out there all dirty. It's great.
And he's like, I'm eating Wendy's tonight. I found some Wendy's. And I'm fucking Wendy later in front of you. Enjoy your yard and your masters.
Yeah. So hopefully
that's why Lady and the Tramp was such a hit, because every guy watches that movie and goes, "Those dogs must have it nice, right? Just being free, running around with the boys, sniffing." Eating trash.
Yeah.
Come on. Look
But then the
eating
tramp
trash.
is
Oh, that's living right there. Eating garbage for free. Come on. That's life. That's living right there. Huh? I got a wife, a family, and a car. I'd just rather be out there eating restaurant garbage.
It was number one in America for a reason.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be better with two hippos, but whatever.
Ooh, I like
Too
that.
sexy for TV right there.
Yeah.
Two hippos, one pod.
They don't know where to start blurring. The hippo's bodies. It's all sensual.
It's all boobs.
Yeah, but when you blur a whole hippo out, what do you get? A hippo.
This doesn't work.
Think about that.
Greg Barris, what's going to push you over the edge?
At this point, a lot of things could push me right over the edge. I'm just dangling on the edge. I think what could really push me over the edge? Yeah, there's a lot of noise. I live with five people. And
That's a lot of
these
people.
You know what they don't know how to do? Close a door. I got door slamming. It's just slam, 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 slam. Do I slam my door? No, I don't slam it. But these doors are slamming like, I don't even know. Why do you even slam a door? What's a good reason to slam a door? You're really mad at your lover who has scorned you and your family. Then you slam that door. That's every door closure in the house.
What if they're trying to make a point?
Yeah, if you're trying to make
and
a
you're
point.
just not there for the point.
Yes, Greg, what are you avoiding?
He lives with
They slam the shit out of their door.
He lives with four. He lives with four Aaron Sorkins.
I live in Florida.
It's like multiplicity when we're there in Sorkin.
Very
That's a
dry.
real dumb one. Me wrote the West Wing.
We have every animal that's like available in LA lives on our block. I got 2 peacocks. One is on the ceiling, or one's on the roof of the house right outside my window. And
I love a city peacock, though.
Chris, can you have a peacock?
Yeah, I got plenty of room for that.
Perfect. Great. Perfect.
They move around. They just kind of sit in the corner, right?
Not big walkers.
Dude,
How
they
big
want to
walkers?
get up high, and
They're
the noise.
small. They're small.
They make a terrible noise. They make a broken clown horn sound.
And they
It's
shoot more than the average
clown
bird
horn.
does.
Yeah.
Who can
Yeah.
someone do a good clown
Can
horn?
we?
I'd love nothing
Yeah,
more. We
well,
come
I
back
would
next
like-
week, and Chris
I would
has
like
a
to hear
fucking
yours
peacock.
first, Greg. I would love to hear Greg's.
Yeah, Greg.
Go.
What do you mean by clown horn? What do
My
you-
clown horn? This Greg?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Greg Barris, not Greg Comedy.
Damn it.
The non-comedy
I can't
affiliated
do a
Greg.
good clown horn. I can do a good broken clown horn. So it's a classic clown horn noise.
Is it the Awooga one?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Maggie, do it. You got it.
Okay, how about this? Awooga, I'm a peacock.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I did a good
All right.
job.
Yep. Contest
All right,
over.
I got one. This is my
Love it.
peacock, okay? I'm only
Pixar.
gonna do it once.
Oh man.
Wow.
That's a clown horn to you?
Very close.
No,
That was
that's
peacock.
what a peacock sounds like.
That
It kind of sounded like when they found the audio of what the mummy sounded like. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They analyzed the vocal cords.
It's
That
very
is-
you know
true
what?
that-
Maybe you're tested.
That was my favorite thing that ever happened. I was expecting like, ooh, I'm a mummy.
I can't believe it made scientists.
And they were British. It was just everything was perfect.
We spent quite a lot of money on this project. It took us 30 years. And, we want to release this to the public. And also we
sounds
want
like
to put our names behind it.
So if you've ever heard a falling child, you've heard a mummy.
It's an adult. It's an adult being scared from behind unexpectedly.
That hit me. That was my favorite comedy special of the last 5 years. That hit me harder than anything.
It was really good.
The
Oh,
build-up,
God.
it's like BBC
Yeah.
News releases the first ever sound of money.
You know,
25,000
I was like
years.
scooting to the edge of my seat to
Can you
listen.
imagine having paid all that money for it, and the scientist comes back and gives you that? You're like, what is that? He's like, that's the money.
No, it
It's
isn't.
money.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. What
Yeah.
else could it
Prove
sound
me
like?
wrong.
They
You know
had
what I mean?
higher vocal cords
Does
back
it
then.
make
I don't
other
give a shit.
Does it make other sounds?
Well, it doesn't make sense to be like we took a model of the resting vocal cords of a guy and then we blew through them as hard as we could and we assumed that's what he sounded like.
For some
Yeah,
reason,
exactly.
he sounds
Give
really
that shit-
irritated.
Oh,
Give that,
God.
give that fucking whatever that thing is, the vocal cord 3D printing thing. Give it to like someone in the New York Philharmonic who's a flute player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some good.
Yeah,
sound
They'll
out
know
of
it's
that shit.
just-
So funny. Did anybody do a bit on that? Is that like on? Did they do like a SNL sketch on
I
that?
have
That's
a lot
so
of
funny.
bits on this. Exclusively, this is kind of in the whole world of this is my bit. Actually,
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't
And you
think
can find
so.
that bit at brokenclownhorn.com, which is
which
available.
also Greg owns.
There we go. So where's our money? Because we did it. We're not paying you for this. What?
You know what it sounds like? There was, and this is my true talent. I can relate anything back to wrestling. Is Randy Savage dropped Ricky the Dragon Steamboat over the guardrail by his throat, and then they showed vignettes where Steamboat was trying to learn how to talk again. So you can find this on YouTube where he's in with the doctor, and the doctor is like, "All right, A." And then Ricky Steamboat's just like, ah! And he gets so angry because he can't talk anymore because of what Randy Savage did to him.
Wow, so he's acting layers. There's layers going on in this performance.
He's just like, ah!
I love when they take it to that next level. That's right where it belongs all the time.
We have all
Ryan
kinds of
Singer.
animals. We had the peacock. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
We're gonna.
Whatever.
Yeah, sorry. Ryan Singer, what's gonna push you to the edge?
Before I tell you what's going to push me to the edge, I just want everyone to know I've been searching on GoDaddy.com, and soundsofafallingchild.com is available for $1 a month. Someone would like
Terrifying website.
Yeah, you purchase it and there's a knock at your door. You're like, oh, that's not good. I don't know why that. How is that connected so great?
Why does Sounds of a Falling Child redirect to brokenclownhorn.com? I'm not trying to go there.
Greg looks like he's paying attention, but he's buying that website right now.
Mine is very specific. What's going to push me to the edge, and it is flippers, and not like swimming flippers. I'm talking about like
Yeah, ping pong or
no, not ping pong flippers, but people who go and buy retail baseball card products. They buy them all up at the store like the second they're put on the shelves, and then they sell them on eBay for like 3 or 4 times as much money, right? So people can't, casual collectors just can't buy products that come out unless it's like totally marked up, and it's been happening since the pandemic started, and it's just chaos. Like a $20 box of baseball cards is now selling for like $85 on eBay, and it's just like, but
that's got to be a bubble, right?
Well, we can only hope so. And then like you can try to buy them on the website and you don't have fast enough internet, or you don't have a bot that you've built to and then the products sell out in like 15 seconds. So it's just like that. And my 16-year-old neighbor on the other side of the wall who's listening to music until 6 a.m. That's the same song over and over and over again.
What song?
Every day. I don't know. I just know the beat. It's
So I like it.
But it's you like it for the first 4 months, I'll tell you that, Greg. And then come month 5 and 6, it starts to transition.
That sounds like literally every relationship I've been in.
16?
Is it that song that people are dancing like this to on Instagram? Have you seen people do that? Like they dance fancy to?
Oh no, I haven't seen that. There's that. What's that one song about? The popular song with the kid who he's talking about? I'm in my room swinging my legs. Does anybody know what I'm talking about here? It's like a pop song.
No.
Is that domain available?
Just in my room swinging my leg.
.com.
I made a lot of money with y'all laugh. I made a lot of money with Macarena.org.
God, spoken like a true Kentuckian.
I hope you take.
I made a lot of money with Macarena.org. I'm sorry, James. When I started saying it, I knew it was wrong.
I was leaning into it. I know who I am, Greg. It's cool.
I just sent an email today. I was listening to on my tape deck. I was listening to a Grateful Dead show, and I texted my brother, and he's like, "Oh, that's a really good show." He's like, "The guy's email is probably still on the cassette. You should email him and thank him." And so I was like, I sent an email. It's at pitt.edu, and I was like, if this guy's still at Pitt 30 years later, that'll be something. So I sent it. It didn't get bounced back. So we'll see. We'll see what doesn't happen.
Oh, he's gonna get back to you. These guys, they're looking to reach out and connect. And we're gonna hear about it next week, hopefully, on In the Green Zoom. That's all for our show. Thanks again to our wonderful guest, Greg Edwards. Thanks for coming by, buddy.
Thanks for having me, y'all. Loved it. This has been super fun.
So good to see you, man.
Good to see y'all too, man. I love y'all. I can't wait to hang in person.
Love you.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be cool. Hey, I'm getting my second vaccine this week, you guys.
Hey, congrats.
Awesome.
Thanks. I'm
That's
really
awesome.
excited.
Yeah.
I'm going to spread it to you. I'm going to spread the vaccine. I'll cough on you, and then we'll all be,
How do you
protected.
say to do it?
That's how it's going to work.
All right. If
That's
Biden said it, I believe it.
Trust the science, everybody.
Bye.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
See you next week.
Hey, guys.
Bye, everybody. Love you.
Oh.